In preparation for today's launch of a Russian Soyuz 21A rocket from Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan, which will be carrying the MS-25 crew, we wanted to compare and contrast the immediate pre-launch crew preparations of Roscosmos and SpaceX. We start with a brief view of the suit-up and leak testing at the Cape of NASA SpaceX Crew-8, consisting of 3 U.S. astronauts and 1 Russian cosmonaut, who traveled to the International Space Station on a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket and a Crew Dragon spacecraft. They joined there 1 American and 2 Russians who had traveled to the ISS from Kazakhstan on a Soyuz spacecraft. Today we hope to see the launch of the MS-25 crew, consisting of 1 experienced American astronaut, 1 even more experienced Russian cosmonaut, and a young new astronaut from Belarus. That's a pretty girl wearing makeup. As you can see, one of the requirements for being an astronaut or cosmonaut these days is the ability to keep smiling for hours without having your face freeze that way. And waving and waving and waving more than the Queen of England ever did. There is, I believe, an elevator once you get out of sight of the crowd. Here we see the Soyuz rocket assembly rolled out and taken on rails to be erected at the launch site. And we have an overview of the Soyuz system. It's one of the most reliable systems around for getting up to orbital altitude and speed. That and the SpaceX Falcon 9 are currently the workhorses of any kind of human spaceflight.